Hello, everybody. As promised, I have your parent lesson plans by Thursday night, even though it is so close to being Friday morning. I just wanted to go ahead and go over some things with you that you might have questions about and just clarify everything to make it crystal clear. So starting with the live sessions, we begin at 8:30 every morning on my Zoom link. It is the same Zoom link for every single live session, and any meeting that you have with me or any meeting your student has with me, anything with me is always going to be this same Zoom link. It is the same Zoom link we have been using. It's the meeting ID that ends with 2150 and the password is GELP, all lowercase. So keeps it super simple. Always the same Zoom link. Then 9:30, we end our live session and you go on to book time. All the books are on YouTube. They are read to your child or your student. And again, the TEKs are just telling you what Texas second grade objective they are hitting. All right, then the extension is the activity that your child will be doing after or in each different section. And the section that says submit tells you what to do with student work. So sometimes there's nothing to submit. Sometimes, right here, student places my feelings journal in student folder, no submission necessary. That's fine. Your student does the activity, just puts in their folder. When there's something to submit to Padlet, it is highlighted in yellow. There is one highlighted item each day. That highlighted item will be the attendance item. So please try to do all of the activities, but make sure that you get the highlighted item each day in Padlet. And it's one Padlet for the whole week, similar to this week. There's a couple of days that have two things because there will be a link and it's just the second activity for Tuesday, and Thursday is the same thing. Will just be you posting photos of your child or student doing some activities, and that will come later. Okay. Real quick, it says something right here about placing in student folder. It says a few things about placing in their student folder. So their student folder is the folder that they received in their goodie bag from the home visit. So there was a student side and a parent side. If you will just remove the sticky note from the parent side, you can remove the sticky note from the student side. They can decorate the folder. They don't have to decorate the folder. However, whatever they want to do, that is their folder. If you will remove your papers from the parent side and let them know that that is where their work goes. They need to keep it neat. They need to keep their work in there so it doesn't get lost. Just kind of go through those kind of things with them, and I will talk to them about that as well. But if you will, please remove your papers from the parent side and put them wherever you would like to store them. Okay, so after that, we go on to project work. And all of these YouTube links are going to go to my personal YouTube channel. They're videos that I recorded, and I instruct your child on what to do next. But if they have any questions, then it is also here on the parent lesson plan. And again, when you see the highlighted, that's when you upload something to Padlet. Otherwise, they put it in their folder. And the things that go in their folder, oftentimes we will bring back up later, or whenever I have one-on-one meetings, I'll ask them, oh, can you pull this out of your student folder so we can talk about this? I would love to see your work that you did on this. So just make sure that they are keeping up with it, again, in their student folder, keeping it nice and neat. Outdoor learning time. Oops, I need to fix this before I send it out to you. Okay. Again, this is live, so we're back live at 12:30, and we will be live until 1:20. Our second live portion of the afternoon is large group math lesson, and so in that lesson, I will give explicit instructions for what they will be doing in their independent math time. I know that there's not a large description of what their independent math time is, but I will make sure that before we hang up on our Zoom that they know what they're doing. Also in the independent math time, I might be calling some small groups together in Zoom to be working on things, so that we will discuss later. But yes, they will always know what they're doing in the independent math time, and it will come right after we are doing stuff all together. So that is that. Again, we see a highlighted, so we know that that's something we will submit to Padlet. The Padlet link is right under. Project work, and this is more like a creative side of project work. Some of these are links to my YouTube, where I do videos explaining what they're going to do. Some of them are links to Padlet, where it will then direct you to a link for mindfulness, and that's where I pointed out earlier on the Padlet. This has a submit photo of student engaging in mindful activity on Padlet. But there are already other activities to be submitted on Padlet that day. That's why these are not highlighted. So this is more, I will be using these photos and kind of creating the environment so I can frame photos to have in the classroom once we're back in the classroom, kind of just trying to get student photos in, and also to do something with at the end of our mindfulness project that we are going to begin on Monday. Then we have online learning content. So this will either be using books or Dreambox for math. Books, I know a lot of you have had trouble with books. They are offering free to pre-K for essay, and so they are super backed up. Hopefully by Monday, that will be, everybody will be good if you have already registered. If not, then we will either make do and send YouTube videos of read alouds, read books from home. Maybe we can get book bags out as soon as possible. But there are also other book platforms that we can use. Epic Books will probably be one of them. But I will send a message out about that on Reminds, probably on Monday or Sunday. And then for math, we'll be using Dreambox, and I'm going to be sending each of you a direct message on Remind, and it will have all of the login information that you need. And the activities for Dreambox, this is one tweak that will be made probably Sunday night, and that will be the activities that your kids will be doing on Tuesday, Thursday, and Friday on Dreambox. But for the most part, this last section is just kind of them navigating these things on their own, not on their own, with supervision, of course, but not too much structure, kind of more free time to individually navigate these instructional websites and platforms. But this is where more information is coming to you on books and on Dreambox, so expect those messages. Okay, then at the end, it will tell you what materials you need for each day. The My Feelings Journal, we're beginning that this week, and we'll be using that for the next few weeks. So I talked to them about this in my YouTube video to them, but that's something that they need to make sure that they're taking care of. It is in the folder given to them in their goodie bag from the home visit. And then at the end, the mealtime starter or conversation starters, so the breakfast and lunch, as I told you about in our parent meeting. So I believe that that is it. If you have any questions, let me know. And yeah, I think that this week, it's obviously going to be a lot of trial and error, but I think that we have a great plan, and I'm excited to see how it goes. You guys have been amazing. Thank you so much for being on top of everything and bearing with me through my 5 million messages. I know it's been a lot, but it will slow down eventually once we start getting the hang of it. But I really, really appreciate you all. I know that you all are very busy, and so I definitely am grateful for you putting in the work for your students' classwork as well. So, all right. go ahead and start looking at it and get your student excited. I'm super excited to see them Monday at 8:30. All right, have a good night.